Welcome to Hot Drama TV. Imagine a famous Korean actress. Not a fan, not a viewer, but a star herself. Suddenly screaming, blushing, and confessing that she has fallen head over heels for a Chinese actor she saw on screen. That's exactly what happened when Im Soo-hyang watched Liu Yuning in Zhe Yao. Tonight, we uncover the story that has both Korea and China buzzing, and why Wei Shao's icy heart turned not only soft in the drama, but also irresistible in real life. When a Korean actress fell for Liu Yuning, the cross-cultural fever of Zhe Yao, it began with a blush. A camera caught Korean actress Im Soo-hyang, the radiant star of the K-drama My ID is Gangnam Beauty, sitting before a screen, watching the Chinese costume drama Zhe Yao. What followed was part performance, part confession, and all sincerity. She gasped. She covered her face. She even admitted to squealing out loud during one particular scene. The reason for her sudden transformation from professional actress to unabashed fangirl was one man. Liu Yuning. Or rather, the man he had become on screen, Wei Shao, a character at once icy and ruthless, then devastatingly tender, who seemed to command not only the fictional universe he inhabited, but also the heart of the actress who could not look away. What happened that night, and what has continued since, says more than a little about the extraordinary cultural force behind Zhe Yao. It is not just another period drama. It has become a bridge, an export, a cultural lightning rod that has united audiences across China and Korea, reshaping the way viewers talk about fandom, performance, and the irresistible pull of screen charisma. A fangirl in the spotlight. When Im Soo-hyang admitted on a variety show that she was completely hooked on Liu Yuning's portrayal, the confession rippled across Korean and Chinese social media. This was not an ordinary fan's voice buried in the digital chorus. This was an established actress openly declaring herself captivated. She described watching the arc of Wei Shao, from cold and distant at the beginning, to vulnerable and devoted in later episodes, as something that made her heart race. The transformation, she said, was irresistible. At first he was like ice, later he was like a loyal puppy. Her favorite moments? The now famous kissing scenes from episodes 10, 29, and 32. She admitted to screaming out loud and blushing while rewatching them, even urging friends to pause their own shows just to witness Liu Yuning's performance. "You must see this," she insisted, playing the role of evangelist as much as admirer. On her personal channel, she pushed the line even further, imagining what it would be like to simply sit next to Liu Yuning, remarking with a shy smile that she wished she could just be with him. Korean netizens responded with a knowing laugh, dubbing her the actress who had officially announced her crush on Liu Yuning. Why Wei Shao works. It is one thing to play a historical general or scheming nobleman in a costume drama. It is another to embody contradiction so convincingly that audiences on both sides of the Yellow Sea cannot look away. Liu Yuning's advantage is not merely his striking 190-centimeter frame or his sharp profile that photographs like carved marble. What makes him unforgettable is the way he oscillates, sometimes in a single scene between cruelty and fragility. He can clench his jaw with the menace of a man hardened by war, only to let his voice break into near whispers that reveal an inner wound. This is the Wei Shao that Im Soo-hyang could not resist. The man who could ride a horse with terrifying authority, then lean in for a kiss that seemed both hesitant and desperate. Scenes like the infamous throat grab on horseback, and more than 10 moments of romantic intensity, have become shorthand in fan communities for the show's addictive tension. In narrative terms, the character's arc is profound. He begins as someone who lives for hate, every gesture fueled by vengeance and loss. By the final act, he has become someone who survives for love, his once unyielding heart cracked open by devotion. This transformation is not only believable, it is riveting. The international echo. Zhe Yao is not just successful, it is historic. On the Wave platform's overseas drama rankings, Liu Yuning's other work A Dream of Books, Sujin Yimeng, holds the #1 spot, while Zhe Yao proudly sits at #2. On Tving, it has claimed the #1 position among Chinese dramas in Korea. On YouTube, the first episode surpassed 3 million views, making it the most-watched Chinese drama of 2025. On Netflix, it has enjoyed an unbroken reign on the trending charts, while on TikTok, Liu Yuning is now the fastest-growing Chinese celebrity overseas, topping growth charts across multiple regions. These are not isolated numbers. They tell the story of a drama that has crossed languages, geographies, and cultures, and of an actor who has become its central ambassador. Cultural translation through emotion. Chinese netizens watching Im Soo-hyang's delighted reaction were quick to offer interpretations. Many praised her openness, calling it human nature, 人之常情, and joking that it was an example of effective cultural export. Others playfully echoed the famous fan quip, "The charm of Lord Wei, my heart longs for it." What makes this moment fascinating is not merely the idea of a Korean actress fangirling over a Chinese actor. It is that she responded not to marketing campaigns or nationalist narratives, but to performance, to a universal human emotion rendered on screen. As a professional actress herself, Im Soo-hyang's admiration carried additional weight. It suggested that Liu Yuning's acting had achieved a level of technical precision and emotional authenticity that transcended cultural borders. She did not watch as a passive fan, but as a peer recognizing craft. A mirror of global fandom. This phenomenon also highlights the changing dynamics of global fandom. Gone are the days when cultural products stayed neatly within national boundaries. A drama produced in China can now find its most vocal evangelist in a Korean celebrity, whose excitement in turn becomes part of the drama's marketing engine. For Liu Yuning, the attention from Im Soo-hyang was not just flattering. It became a symbolic victory. He had managed, through one performance, to embody the very idea of cultural exchange. In an era when politics often complicates relations between China and Korea, here was art cutting through the noise with something as simple and as powerful as a blush. Why the world is watching. Why has Zhe Yao and Liu Yuning by extension struck such a chord? 3 factors stand out. Character complexity. Viewers crave depth. Wei Shao's evolution from cold indifference to passionate devotion satisfies a psychological hunger for transformation. Performance authenticity. Liu Yuning's ability to inhabit contradictions, ruthless yet tender, dominant yet fragile, resonates across cultures because it mirrors the complexities of real human beings. Spectacle and symbolism. From choreographed horseback confrontations to over 10 romantic set pieces, the show offers both grandeur and intimacy, spectacle and soul. Beyond screens, the afterglow. Im Soo-hyang's reaction may be remembered as a footnote in her career, or it may mark the beginning of a larger trend, Korean entertainers openly embracing Chinese dramas not as rivals, but as part of a shared regional pop culture. For Liu Yuning, the significance is clearer. His journey from online livestream singer to one of the most internationally visible Chinese actors of his generation has been punctuated by moments of validation. This was one of them. Proof that his work resonates not just with domestic fans but with industry peers abroad. For viewers, the lesson is even simpler. A good story told well breaks walls. It is not confined by subtitles or passports. It makes actresses blush, fans swoon, and algorithms surrender. Conclusion: the power of a blush. In the end, the image that lingers is not of charts, rankings, or statistics. It is of Im Soo-hyang covering her face, giggling like a teenager, whispering about how much she wanted to sit next to Liu Yuning. That moment of unguarded honesty captured something essential. The reminder that beneath the industry machinery and the endless chase for metrics, the true measure of success lies in the ability to move someone deeply. Liu Yuning did not just win the admiration of an actress. He reminded us of why stories matter, because in the right hands, with the right performance, they make us all a little more human, a little more vulnerable, and yes, a little more willing to blush. From record-breaking streaming numbers to making professional actresses blush, Liu Yuning has proven that great performances know no borders. Zhe Yao isn't just a drama, it's a phenomenon. If even stars can't resist him, what chance do the rest of us have? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own favorite Zhe Yao moment in the comments below. Until next time, keep watching, keep dreaming, and keep believing in the magic of storytelling.